We have a long history with Wicked, having cast the original musical, and we wanted to be true to what people know. I mean, there's millions of fans who love Wicked.
There was a legacy that we were really aware of and wanted to honor, but also create something new.
So there's an expectation when starting to cast. How are we going to find Elphaba and Galinda? And how are we going to top what people know? So we had to see every actor possible and allow the casting process to really tell us what is right, what is today.
She's so good.
What's going to work on a film. So it wasn't the kind of movie where you're making a list and you already know who you want to cast.
With Elphaba, one of the key traits is she wears vulnerability and strength at the exact same time.
Because they need someone to be wicked so that you can be good.
Cynthia carries strength with her. So that was a little bit less difficult to imagine. It was more about seeing the subtle nuance from the beginning to the end, because Wicked is quite an epic journey.
You're beautiful.
And so what we were most amazed by when she got into the room was she felt so young and vulnerable. I think we were crying before she did any of the material.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. So much about casting is getting everyone to be on the same page and agree. But this was easy. She was finished and it was like, yes, 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 yes.
I'd like to try to be Glinda the Good.
The tricky thing about casting Galinda is it's not just the comedy.
Please.
She's emotional.
Spread a rumor that her sister's in trouble. She'll fly to her side and you'll have her.
And completely vulnerable.
Can't you see? He wasn't going to harm me. He loves her.
And let's face it.
Ari was prepared. She knew the material. She knew the songs. She had choices made from the beginning.
Yeoh!
We always say treat the audition like a rehearsal. Pretend you have the job. I feel like she was a masterclass in doing that.
He's gone to fetch me a refreshment.
I definitely had moments feeling myself holding back tears during the auditions, and that's when I always feel really confident. Like, if I get sucked into the scene and get moved, I feel like we're in a really good place.
Fiyero is always tricky. You need swagger, you need charm, you need to dance, you need to sing. And Jonathan was somebody we knew would be a great Fiyero, but he wasn't available. And we just started casting, and we're seeing every young guy that exists. But we would call all the time because we wanted to get him in the room. Luckily, we were able to get him with Jon in London, and it was a love fest.
Nessa, there's something I have to...
Bach was another tricky kind of role because in Wicked, the movie, it was going to be much more drawn out than what we know from the Broadway show. And Jon really wanting someone who's out of the box and different.
I'm talking about...
Ethan eases between vulnerability and darkness because of his emotional connection he has to material.
Casting Nessa Rose in the movie was going to be completely different from the history of working on Wicked, the musical. Because in this case, we really wanted to have a woman who was using a wheelchair.
And the role of Nessa Rose is tricky because she's quite shy, yet she has this strength and this steely independence. Marissa has a quality that takes you a second to open up.
She hasn't had the opportunity to show who she really is, and we spent a lot of time in the auditions giving her permission to show us, and she certainly had it. You're not going to see the final product in an audition room. You're just looking for potential, or you're looking for the match.
I now believe it's possible to have a project work like this, to discover new talent, explore stars in a way you have never done before, work with a director who looks at film with pure imagination.
It's very emotional to know that we were a part of that.